Time for a little off-the-cuff video. So, as you well know, the situation has never been any more blatant than it is now, and I know I have said this many times previously as well, but obviously the situation this date, the 11th of November of 2024, things have never been so transparent as they are now. They're literally the Danish government on a daily basis, on top of spreading propaganda, always accusing me of this, that and the other, of course, without there ever being any actual cases, without there being any kind of merit. They have now normalized blaming me for things and trying to set me up for things that I have no part in whatsoever. Knowingly, they have indoctrinated the public to go along with that being setting me up. So, for example, there has been this sick, depraved case in Denmark where some 36-year-old has sexually abused all kinds of animals, and of course I'm being what's it called, associated with this person. I'm being practically or made guilty for the things that he has been convicted for, just because of the government saying so in their propaganda, desperately trying to create the image of me being some kind of sick, depraved person. And every time something despicable and deplorable and monstrous happens, I'm always being compared with whomever has done so. And there has just been a theft in the local store, and without there being and people here in the local town are jumping on top of each other to blame me for it, while there being video evidence of it not being me, but because the face has been slurred, or the face has been blurred rather, by the store owner. People are on the orders of the government suggesting that I'm to blame for it, trying to create all kinds of plots. The thing that keeps me not being set up, being led into all kinds of predicaments, is not only, of course, my wit, my street smartness, which obviously I have lots of, but also because I always record what I'm doing. So you can say whatever, but if I have a recording that proves otherwise, it doesn't matter if the whole town are in consensus that I'm to be blamed for something that I have no part in. So these are the types of things that they're doing. I am being heavily subjected to sleep deprivation almost every day. I'm not allowed to sleep much at all, and obviously that is to dull my wits, to make me more suggestible, to make me more prone to anger, you know, the things that you become when you're tired. You become less clear thinking and whatnot. So that's obviously why they're doing that. They desperately want to try to have some case materialize against me, but obviously I'm not some moron that is going to be pressurized by the police or by the government using all kinds of highly advanced neurological manipulation technologies and directed energy weapons, which they use on me on a daily basis. That has been shown time and again that I'm not prone to be manipulated. Of course, they can cause me to have all kinds of problems with my guts, or have overactive bladder, or not getting any sleep. But that kind of reaches the extent of what they're capable of. Of course, they can hinder me, they can bombard me, they can do all sorts of things with directed energy weapons. But I can just be quiet and not say anything. So they can't get anything over on me like they would try typically in the United States, because obviously I have throughout my life dealt with well, not throughout my life, in a period of my life rather, I have dealt with police and know how they act and how now they operate. And now for 16 years or so have been dealing with intelligence agencies. So as I say, I'm not prone to be manipulated by them. And of course they are doing everything in these coercive manners. So my small business this month, and many throughout the year basically, have been completely prohibited almost. So I'm not allowed to earn any money through my small business. I'm not allowed to sell my car, as you well know. I'm practically the only one left in Denmark who has this car for sale at this price range. The rest of the cars that are for sale are costing like 10 to 15,000 kroner more for the same car, and yet mine is not allowed to be sold. They are continuing to do this because obviously they don't want me to have money. They don't want me to buy my own place. They don't want me to get over this thing that they have created for me by coercion and by pressuring other people. They want to create the most coercive environment possible. So that's what they're doing through these methods, and they don't want me to get over that financially by letting me sell my car. So on my social media, of course, as you well know, has been completely nuked. So I'm not able to get any views or interactions by others on Twitter, despite it being owned by Elon Musk. Despite what Trump has come out saying after the election, he wants an end to online censorship.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why.
But on Twitter, I am completely and utterly shadow banned and deboosted. And same on YouTube. I even made an account just for my business alone, and I'm not getting any views despite me checking up from a different IP address and checking if it counts the views. Obviously it doesn't. So there is a 360 spectrum attack against me on all fronts, and as I say, I'm just basically waiting to be set up.